Hi, I'm here with Paula Wolf, one of my coach clients that I've been working with for the last few months. And we're going to talk today a little bit about the nutrition program. And I thought you could get a client's view of what this nutrition plan is all about and what it's like working with a coach on working on your health goals. So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Dawn Holst. I'm a certified nutritionist and health coach, and I work with women ages 40 and beyond who are sick of dieting, tired of being ruled by their excessive cravings, and who are committed to implementing a lifestyle that will achieve their weight loss goals so that they can focus on the things that really matter in life. I teach them how to address their self-sabotaging health habits, ditch their dieting mindset, and follow a science-backed nutrition program that will increase their energy, reset their metabolism, and finally end the confusion and frustration around food. So let's get right to it. Paula and I have known each other for a few years. We actually worked together in another, with a company. So Paula, tell me a little bit about what made you decide to hire a, health and nutrition coach.
Well, I just got to a point where I hated looking in the mirror. What I saw disgusted me. I was unhealthy, unfit. I couldn't even go up a flight of steps. I was just like without breath. And then I looked at you and I saw what you did to and your results. And I just thought it was time.
It's time. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like where you get to that moment in time where it's like enough is enough, and you wonder like, how did I ever get there? Right. I mean, how long did you feel that way before you kind of tried something?
A long time. It just kept creeping up. The numbers on the scale, the clothes, buying new sizes every few months.
Yes, I've been there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've all been there. And so had you tried something else before working with me, or tell me a little bit about your previous experience with what you had tried?
So I had tried depriving myself, of course, of carbs and anything good like desserts and delicious. Gave up alcohol, gave up counted calories. I've tried, different things, even counting points, Weight Watchers.
Weight Watchers. I've done Weight Watchers. It's fun at first with the little app and everything, but then it's like, oh my God, when is this over? So yeah, I think we've all been there, Paula. I mean, that's just kind of a point in our lives where, we try everything that we can. And I won't ask you your age right now, but for me, that point was, approaching 40. And it's just everything else wasn't working. Everything else that I had tried was not working. And I had to find another way, to get healthy. That wasn't about deprivation. So in doing this program and in working with me, like what has been your biggest challenge with reaching your goals? And first of all, have you reached your goal? And if not, and that's okay. I mean, we're on a kind of a lifelong journey with this sort of thing, but what's been your biggest challenge so far and how have you pushed past through that challenge?
So I haven't reached my goal yet. I'm still working on it. And that's what I love about this program. This life, it's just, you can take it one day at a time and adjust, and you don't feel like you have to look at the scale every day, because that's not what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest challenge has been exercise. I have chronic pain. I'm busy like most women, and I just hate exercising.
Yeah.
But what I've done is, with your help and just everything we've studied and read, was I added 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon. And that has been helpful. It gets me going. I feel good. And the more I do it, the more I want to do more.
Yeah. That's kind of how all habits work, like you start one habit that seems really hard and challenging. And you may even think like doing this one thing is going to do nothing, right? Like me walking for 15 minutes once or twice a day, what's that really going to do? And so when you have that mindset and that mentality, it's easy to not do it, right? But if you make the decision to do it, then that 15 minutes turns into 2 sets of 15 minutes. And like you said, eventually you start thinking, well, when else can I fit in a walk? And I think we've kind of talked about this in the past, is like waking up a little bit earlier and maybe creating like a morning routine. that includes walking. And I know you really like podcasts, and you listen to a lot of different podcasts. And so that's just a great way to kind of catch up on your Paula time, right? And so it's about making the decision to do those little things that are easy to do. They're also easy not to do. And when you have the mindset like it's not going to work or what's the point, then it becomes really easy not to do it. But building on those habits, and it just creates more momentum for you. So I think that's amazing. And I remember in the first month that we were working together, I recall you talking a little bit about your energy levels. Did you see a lot of change with your energy, and did that help you make the decision to start implementing, a walking schedule within your routine?
Absolutely. So when I started with you, I was napping every day. I'd come home from work totally tired, just would go to the couch, sleep for an hour before I could get up, make dinner, and then I'd still go to bed early. I was just exhausted, no energy whatsoever. Since I've been on the program, just the change has been amazing. I don't take naps anymore. I feel rested. I feel good. I can add exercise. I really enjoy it.
Good.
It's
That's
really
so
working.
awesome. That makes me so happy. Just finding that energy again, and I always kind of joke, my husband, he's a little bit older than I am, and sometimes he takes some naps. And I just kind of joke with him about how, I feel I feel better than I did when I was in my 20s. And I think as we get older, we get that mindset of well, we're just supposed to feel tired and worn out and, a lack of energy, but that's really not true. It doesn't have to be that way. So in finding a nutrition plan that helps you have that energy that you need and stabilizes your blood sugar levels so that you can, find the energy to do the things that you want and reach your health goals, it's kind of an aha moment. At least it was for me. And it really snuck up on me because I didn't expect it to happen when it happened to me. And it became one day I was I'm just not watching TV as much, or I'm not laying on the couch as much. I would be sitting there and I was I'm going to go on a walk, or I'm going to go do a workout, because I just had so much energy. I couldn't just sit still. So, and I know together, I use the Arbonne products. You've incorporated them into your plan as well. We've talked about how that's not, necessary or required, but we do eat every 3 to 4 hours. So we're eating 5 to 6 times a day, and it does make things a little bit easier. If you've got 1 to 2 of those meals, that's a quick shake. And so I think those shakes are very energy producing as well. And so that kind of snuck up on me, and I wasn't expecting to have that revved up energy, but that was super motivating for me and got me, into doing more and more things. And I've heard that from others as well. So what would you say what has been your biggest aha moment in working with a nutrition coach and kind of living this plan?
Well, I think when I started losing weight, the scale was moving, the clothes were looser, and my cholesterol got better, and I just felt, and I looked better. I could look in the mirror again and not feel disgusting.
You do look amazing. I saw you. I've seen you. And your skinny jeans, and they look good on you.
I know, no more baggy jeans, no more mama jeans, and I just feel better, and that's important for every woman to feel good about themselves. Yeah. It's not about your size, it's about how you feel in your health. Exactly. And that was my aha moment. It's when I realized this really works. I can do this. It takes some effort, but it's worth it. It's so worth it.
Yeah, I love that. And you're absolutely right. I mean, the number on a scale, it's just a number. Our weight, our size, those are just numbers. It's really about how we feel every day and how we feel in our own skin. Do we want to get up? Do we want to go do the things we need to do? Do we want to be in pictures with our children? That was a big issue for me for many, many, many years. And I was not obese or anything like that, but I was not comfortable in my own skin. I wasn't comfortable with the way that I looked. And I found myself like not wanting to be in photos with my children, or I would say, make sure you get me from, here to here. Don't get me down below, which is just so silly, and then I would look back at our vacations and I wasn't in any of the photos. And that was so sad to me. So I 100% agree with you. It's about feeling comfortable in your skin and being able to look at yourself in the mirror and not having any sort of self, hate about yourself or, negative thoughts about yourself. So that's amazing. So what would you say has been your biggest success so far?
My jeans. I mean, I had all these, I just love my skinny jeans.
They
I
look so
never,
good on you.
ever wore skinny jeans before.
You look like a hot mama.
Just don't tell my kids that.
No.
It's just, I can wear things again that I couldn't wear before. And I feel good because it's so hard when you're trying to find something to wear and nothing in your closet works and you don't want to go spend more money buying more stuff. And like you were saying with the pictures, I used to turn sideways because I read somewhere that if you turn sideways, it makes you look skinnier. It does not. That is a lie. So I'll have to, let you share some of the photos, my before and after, because I just have some photos that, yeah, I was the same way. I hate taking photos because I just didn't like the way I looked. But now I feel more comfortable. I'm actually doing some selfies.
Nice. I love that. Yes, I'm so happy to hear that. So anything else that you'd like to share about just working with a health and nutrition coach, this nutrition plan, or, any advice that you can give to any other ladies out there?
Just that it really works. You don't have to deprive yourself. I love chocolate, but I have learned that there's good chocolate. Dark chocolate is good. You eat it in the right quantities, you eat it at the right times, and you can still have dessert. You can still have your drink of wine. This program works because you're not counting calories, you're not counting points, you're not depriving yourself, so you feel like you keep doing it forever.
Yeah, and that's exactly, I love that you said that because it is a forever thing. And I think like the dieting mentality that most of us have, because that's what counting calories and restriction and Weight Watchers and all of these things are, they're just diets. And so it's about starting and stopping. And when things get hard and you fall off, it's about getting up the courage and the incentive and, having the ability to restart it. But with this program and this plan, there's no stopping and starting. Every meal is its own meal. So if you do have an oopsie meal, maybe it just was off plan completely. That's just one meal. It's one out of, 5 to 6 meals that day. So you have 5 other opportunities to get it right. And one meal is not going to derail you. And I think you've kind of noticed that as well, because I think you went through like a stressful week over the last couple of weeks where you were a little bit out of your routine and you weren't maybe able to do your meal planning and you weren't meal prepping. And I remember you telling me that like you didn't make progress that week, but you also didn't gain weight. And I think that's an important point because when you diet and you fall off, and it becomes like this, domino effect of, making poor choices, and you gain a lot of weight quickly because, of the water weight and retention and things like that. And your body really can't handle it. But when you eat for blood sugar stabilization, 1 or 2 meals, even over a span of a week, 1 or 2 meals every day over a span of a week, you're not going to gain weight. You might not lose weight, but you're not going to gain the weight back because you have to eat 3,500 calories to gain a pound, So unless you're doing that every, day, you're not going to gain a pound every day. So I think that's super important. And that's what I've noticed as well is it's a lifestyle. It's not something you have to restart every Monday. It's just something that you can do for the rest of your life and incorporate it into your life plan. So that's great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's also something else really exciting that we need to talk about that I, can't wait to announce to everybody else. And so you've made a decision, Paula, recently. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your decision?
Sure. So I decided to
First
become
of all, you're firing me.
I am
right?
firing you. I won't need you no more.
You don't need me.
I'll always need you.
Oh, thank
But
you.
I've learned so much from you, and I can see the changes in myself. And I am not there yet. I still have weight to lose, but I feel better already, and I can see that it's working. And so I decided to become a health coach myself, a certified health
Love
coach,
that.
and help other women, and to feel like I do right now,
Yes.
which is great. And it's not a right now; it's forever.
Yes, I love that. That's awesome. I was so excited when you called me and told me that. I've been wanting someone to join my team, and I can't think of a more perfect person. You've been amazing to work with. You've been, super compliant on this program. And, I could just tell that, you really grasped everything, all of the lessons and everything that we talked about. You soaked it all up and you took it all in and you learned so much. And I'm super excited for you in this journey. And I'm really excited that you've joined me, and the value that we will be able to add, that you'll be able to add into our group and provide to other people. It's just some amazing things, and I'm super excited about it. So, just a couple other quick questions about you. What do you hope to accomplish, by working in this group and working with other ladies?
So continuing to learn about myself, my body, nutrition, and help other women, just women like me. I'm in my 40s. I'm a mom, and I let myself go for too long where I didn't pay attention. And now not only can I do it for myself, if I can help one person to feel better about her body, to feel better about, to get healthier, cholesterol, diabetes, whatever it is that she's struggling with, this would help, then that's what I want to do.
I love that. Well, that's perfect. And I'm right there with you. And I think that's what happens when we get healthy, and we can start to focus on other things that matter more than counting calories and counting points and worrying about, fitting into those jeans or that dress or, some vacation that's coming up. It's just like so freeing, because now you can put your focus on other things that really matter. So, well, you've been an amazing client. I'm super happy you're firing me. And I can't wait to work with you together. And we're going to bring some great things to other people, and together we'll help lots of people. So,
Okay, thank you.
all right. Thanks so much, Paula.
Bye.